At what price would you consider selling your home? Name your price because you might just be able to get it and more in this hot sellers market. Hi, I'm Francine Viola, Realtor in Olympia, and the last weekend of June is coming up and it is predicted to reach 108 degrees here. But I have some very good advice from my friend Jim.
Get inside! The earth is on fire!
Anything over 100 degrees is very hot for us here in the Pacific Northwest, so check back next week to see if we survived. What's great news for Olympia area sellers is the median home price is up 23% from last year to $452,000. This is a big jump considering historically our market goes up between 5 and 6% a year. The driver of these rising prices is supply and demand. Today we have just a 14-day supply of homes. This means that if we took all the buyers and all the homes available for sale, it would take just 14 days to sell all of them. A balanced market is 4 to 6 months of supply, and today we have just 2 weeks of supply. This low inventory is sparking a lot of bidding wars and competition amongst buyers. In Thurston County, buyers bid 7% over the list price on average. For the last 2 years, the average list to sales price ratio has been over 100%. In other words, buyers have been paying over the list price for every month over the last 2 years. For buyers, there is good news, and that is the number of new listings that are hitting the market has increased. We had 529 new single-family home listings come onto the market in May. This is an 18% increase from last year, but last year at this time we were deep into COVID restrictions. The other bright spot for buyers and current homeowners is the continued low interest rates. They are still right around 3% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. According to Freddie Mac's Economic and Housing Research Group, today in June is the first time in 10 weeks mortgage rates have risen above 3%. They predict rates will gradually continue to rise in the second half of the year. For sellers, this market welcomes your listing. Although we can't predict how long this market will go at this pace, we are fairly certain this low supply and high demand environment isn't going away anytime soon. The pace of the increase may temper a bit, but this simple principle of supply and demand will continue to drive prices up. The supply of homes for sale most likely isn't going to change because there isn't enough new construction to fill the pipeline. So we have to look at demand. Will the demand for housing change? Will there be fewer buyers? What can change demand is if buyers get priced out of the market by either rising home prices or interest rates, or both. For Thurston County, we do have a high inbound migration rate. These buyers are coming from the Seattle area looking for cheaper housing options, and I work with many out-of-state buyers relocating to the area for a better quality of life. But sellers, I know you are thinking, you are hoping for that California cash buyer who thinks prices are just a steal here. Well, I hate to burst your bubble on this, but last month only 14% of our sales were cash transactions. At the end of the day, all transactions, whether they are cash or financed, end up being cash to you sellers, so you don't need to hold out for that cash buyer. If you are thinking about making a move to the area, contact me today, but just not this weekend because this might be me in the heat. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.